The Hopalong Cassidy movies were always the superior B westerns. William Boyd was Hoppy in all of the films. They began in 1935, and Boyd became identified totally with that wonderful character. His white hair, photographed as blonde, but it was really white, turned white at the age of 19. Later in his career, after he had retired in the mid-60s, William Boyd was in New York when a young fan approached him, recognized him, and came over and introduced himself. He had a late-night talk show, and he asked Boyd if he'd join him on that show because he was such a big fan. That fan was Johnny Carson. Boyd turned him down because he felt his fans didn't want to see him at that age, and it was a disappointment. But it was the mid-1960s, and Boyd died in 1972 at the age of 77. The Hopalong Cassidy films always featured two sidekicks for Hoppy, a lovelorn young guy and a grizzled old-timer. The most popular of those trios was William Boyd as Hoppy, Russell Hayden as Lucky Jenkins, and Gabby Hayes, he wasn't Gabby yet, George Hayes as Wendy. Well, what happened is Wendy got a big offer from Republic Pictures to join them. He couldn't take the name Wendy, so George Hayes created Gabby. We know him more as Gabby Hayes, and Russell Hayden, that's not his real name either. Russell Hayden was born as Hayden Lucid and was a film cutter and a camera assistant. Honoring his friend and mentor, cinematographer Russell Harland, Hayden Lucid changed his name to Russell Hayden, and that's what we know him as now. Russell Hayden became a producer later on, making Cowboy G-Man, and built a western town out near Palm Springs called Pioneer Town, where many early television shows were shot in the early 50s. But let's get back to Hoppy. When Harry Pop Sherman was filming the Hopalong Cassidy movies, he always filled them with top personnel on screen and off. Rustler's Valley from 1937 is an example of that. We have Lee J. Cobb. Before he was known as Lee J. Cobb on The Virginian and Death of a Salesman, his star name in this was Lee Colt. He changed it to Lee J. Cobb, and the rest, as they say, is history. Veteran actor Morris Ancrum is also in this, using another name as well, but you'll spot him. He's the father of the daughter that young Lucky lusts after. The film begins with an exciting chase on horseback. Lucky is being chased by a posse. To elude them, after this daring chase, he takes his horse over a cliff. They think he's dead. They were chasing him because he was blamed for robbing a bank. Well, Hopalong Cassidy knows that's not true, so Hoppy gets to the bottom of this. Like most Hopalong Cassidy films, Rustler's Valley has an exciting climax, and this film, unlike most of the Hopalong Cassidy movies, was not filmed in Lone Pine, but in beautiful wooded Kernville, California. That's on the other side of Mount Whitney. When Harry Pop Sherman tired of making the Hopalong Cassidy films, William Boyd and his fifth wife, Grace, sold the ranch, raised a lot of money, and bought the rights to the character and other rights, including merchandising and a little thing called television. In the early days of TV, in the late 1940s, KTLA, the local Los Angeles station, licensed a Hopalong Cassidy feature and ran it. It was successful, and they said, let's do some more of these. And they started running the Hopalong Cassidy movies licensed by William Boyd and Grace Sunday nights at 6 o'clock. Well, the ratings looked really good, so NBC noticed and decided to hire William Boyd Productions to make new Hopalong Cassidy half-hour TV shows. And they did. To help fill out the contract, William Boyd took some of the films that he had produced after Pop Sherman had left. There were 12 of them. He cut them to half hours and included them in his sale of the new Hopalong Cassidy TV shows. Dangerous Venture is one of those. It was an hour. Now it was cut down to half an hour. We're going to show that tonight, too. Plus, the very first new half-hour production from William Boyd Productions. That's our triple feature for tonight, honoring William Boyd.
Charlie and Pete, you close in from the left. Chick, Red, you close in from the right.
There he is!
That's the end of Lucky Jenkins. He must have been pretty desperate to try it. Well, he couldn't afford to get caught. $20,000 on him. Chances are he'll wash ashore further down. But it'll take 2 men to go down the gorge and watch for him. They have to drag the river.
Hi, Wendy.
Hoppy!
How are you?
Gee, Hoppy, I'm glad to see you. Did you hear about Lucky?
What do you mean?
Bank was robbed last night and a watchman was killed. They're accusing Lucky. Sheriff and his posse are out after him right now.
Well, why should they accuse him?
Oh, that feller Taggart claims he see him come out of the bank right after the explosion.
Well, did Lucky run away?
Yeah, and they left his knife right in the bank. You know, the one I give him with initials on it?
Oh, well, anybody could have planted that there.
You think so, Hoppy?
Yeah, but that running away makes it look kind of bad.
Yeah, you know, they claim there's over $20,000 took.
Wendy, there hasn't been over $5,000 in that bank since Crawford started it.
Oh, yes, it was. The payroll for the Blanchard mine was there. And Lucky was in the bank when he come in.
Well, what if he was? I told him to meet me here today. He just went in there to deposit his wages. That boy ain't any more to blame than I am.
You're darn right he ain't.
I think you and me are going to have to get a good lawyer to prove it, though.
You bet your life we will. But don't get that Cal Howard. I wouldn't trust him any further than you can throw a bull by the horns.
Now, don't you worry. I said a good lawyer.
Morning, Howard.
Morning. Well, here's that letter we've been waiting for.
Heard from Washington, eh?
Congressman says the irrigation bill will pass in a few days.
I see he asked if we got the Glen Randall Ranch. That's what we've got to get, Howard. It's the key to the watershed.
I suppose a banker just has to worry about something.
No, but...
We're going to clean up a fortune when we sell these ranches. I'm going to marry the Randall Ranch. Celebration down there tonight to announce Agnes' engagement to me.
Well, that's good news.
Sure. There's always some way to make a deal. Look at the Norris Ranch. I told you I'd get that for a song, and I did.
Which reminds me, you haven't paid your share of that deal yet.
Worrying again, are you?
No, but the robbery left me short of cash. And Blanchard will be in here any minute and ask for his payroll money.
Well, he'll just have to wait. I had to send away, sell some securities. I'll bring you the cash in the morning.
All right.
You say you was out in front of the street right after the explosion, huh?
Yeah.
Did you see anybody run out of the bank?
No.
Thanks. Sheriff, you find any trace of Lucky?
Well, I hate to tell you, Hoppy. I'm afraid he must have drowned.
Drowned? How?
Well, we followed him out to Black Canyon, jumped his horse off the cliff out there. Never came to the service after he hit the water.
All right, just fine. Saves the county the price of a trial and a new rope.
Good evening, Miss Agnes. Why, you look pretty this evening.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Good evening, Mr. Randall, Mr. Howard.
You're sure having a nice party tonight, Miss Agnes. Don't forget you have a dance with me.
Oh, I won't forget.
No, thanks.
Mr. Randall, I'm afraid Agnes is going to leave a trail of broken hearts when I take her away from the ranch.
Well, Agnes was raised here, and, well, we're all going to miss her.
Well, this is an announcement party, not a funeral.
Get your partners for a quadrille.
Come on, let's dance.
Later, Agnes. I see your foreman over there. I want a word with him.
Well, you'll have to teach him some social graces.
Most cowhands have better manners.
Well, this must be a very happy evening for you.
Why not? The prettiest as well as the richest girl in the county?
Yeah, and used to having her own way.
How there, your partner? Lady on the left. All join hands and circle the left.
Good evening, Miss Agnes.
Good evening, Wendy.
Say, that's right pretty dress you got on.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
You look awfully nice yourself.
It's pretty slick, ain't it? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
smell that? Oh, froggy water.
On the sides! Cross over! Ladies, right hand across! Circle hand!
Really? Oh, you look so lonesome. I'll dance with you.
Well, I'll tell you, Miss Hanson, I sprained my ankle today, and I'm afraid I can't make it.
Oh, come on.
No, I ain't well. I tell
Oh,
you.
now, please, just one dance. Come on.
Good evening, Mr. Randall.
Oh, hello there.
Good evening, Miss Agnes.
Good evening.
Well, where's the lucky man?
Oh, he's around.
Say, I came out to see Wendy.
Oh, Winnie, come on. It won't hurt you.
Well, I think he's going to be pretty glad to see you.
Mrs. Anson's very determined.
Excuse me.
And after the dance is over, I'll take you over to the bunkhouse and give you a nice hot mustard foot bath.
Yeah, I don't want no mustard foot. Hoppy. What's the matter?
Come here, I want to talk to you.
What'd you find out, Hoppy?
Well, I thought I'd better be the one to tell you. Lucky's.
He's dead?
Leaped into the river from the top of Black Canyon.
Did you find his body?
No. Must have hit a rock.
Well, took a lot of nerve to try.
Boy, I didn't know what fear was.
Why, practically brung him up, Hoppy. Just like a son to me.
Wendy. Lucky, we thought you was killed.
Dad burned it, Lucky.
Shh. Sit down. What happened? How'd you get here?
Didn't I tell you you'd make it? Why, you deceiving young bronc, playing jokes on us, huh? I don't want to have no more to do with you, treating us this way.
But Wendy, Lucky's alive. That's all that matters.
But I'm not safe, Hoppy. That's why I've come to ask you to hide me.
Well, you're darn tootin' I will. I'd like to see somebody find you.
Come on, tell us about what happened in town.
I was going up the street and I saw a light in the bank, so I thought I'd have a look. There was an explosion. A couple of men ran out. Then more followed. One of them pointed at me and says, "There he is. There's a man who did it." Well, I guess I lost my head when they started shooting. Jumped on my horse and rode out of town. I couldn't have come back, Hoppy. They'd have lynched me.
But they found your knife in the bank.
Well, I don't know how it got there. I lost it the last time I was in town. Hoppy, you don't think...
Oh, certainly not, Lucky. Neither does Wendy.
Puh, I like to see the galoot say you had anything to do with it.
But we got to hide him out till we find out who done this.
I'll take him out to the East Line House.
Good. And you stay there. I'll go back into town and see if I can get this thing straightened out. You and Lucky better get out of here while the folks is inside.
All right.
Now, you go on down to the corral and wait for Wendy. Come on.
May I have
Miss Alice, may I have this dance with you?
the next
Why, certainly.
next
I'll see if I can get a dance with Miss Agnes. That'll give you a chance to talk to Randall.
may I have the next
dance, Dorothy?
Why, surely.
Dance?
May I have this dance, Miss Agnes?
Why not?
May I have the next?
Would you like this dance, Evelyn?
I'd be delighted. I'll be darned.
Gee, she sure is pretty. If she was my girl, I'd want to be dancing with her myself.
Well, Wendy seems to be doing all right.
It's news to me that Cassidy was invited to my engagement party.
Well, what do you mean, Howard? Cassidy's no friend of ours.
He's no friend of mine.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're getting jealous, Cal.
Good evening, Mr. Snodgrass.
Hello.
Isn't the music divine?
How about a little punch, Cal?
No.
Just wonderful. There, now sit right down there and rest. And put your little tootsies right up there and rest up. There you are. Oh, you darling. See, I know. I'll get you some ice cream and cake. That's it.
Oh, that was fine. Thank you very much. May I get you a drink or a sandwich?
I'd rather dance than eat.
I'm afraid we're out of luck. Looks like the band would rather eat than play.
Oh, Cal, do you know Mr.
Yes. Don't feel safe without your guns even at a party, eh?
Well, I'll tell you. I thought it was going to be a costume party, so I come dressed as a bad man.
Well, bad men, whether they're bandits or bank robbers, are not wanted here.
Why, Cal.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Howard.
Come with me.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Cassidy.
Oh, that's all right.
Good morning, Mr. Cassidy.
Morning, Miss Agnes.
I thought you went home last night.
Oh, no. Your party was so nice and it got kind of late, so I decided to bunk down with the boys.
Mr. Cassidy, I hope you'll excuse Mr. Howard's actions of last night.
Oh, now, don't you worry none about that. I'd clean forgot about it.
Oh, thanks. Going to town?
Are you?
Yes.
So am I.
Would you like company?
Would you?
Come on.
Oh. Come on, here we go.
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
You know, your horse doesn't tire easily.
No, he's a pretty sturdy old boy.
He looks as if he came from good stock.
I don't know much about his past.
You wouldn't consider selling him, would you?
Oh, no. Would you like to ride him sometime?
Oh, I'd love to.
I hope we can make it soon.
Father and I would enjoy having you call anytime.
Thanks. I want to thank you again for the good time I had at your party last night.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And wasn't Windy funny?
Say, we're just about out of town. Where you going?
There? Where are you going?
There.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good morning, Cal. How do you feel after our
You
great...
listen to me. No girl I'm going to marry can be seen with Hopalong Cassidy.
Oh, but I just rode into town with him.
And I just said I didn't want you seen with him.
Cal, let's not argue here. It's embarrassing.
I don't care if it is.
But I told you there was absolutely...
You're not telling me anything. I'm telling you I don't want you seen with Cassidy, and I mean just that.
We've had too many of these silly arguments.
Agnes.
Well, marrying into the Randall Ranch isn't going to be as easy as you thought.
Hmm? Oh, that. Yeah, it's just a spat. I'll see her tonight. She'll get over it.
That young lady appears to have a mind of her own.
If you mean she's likely to be hard to manage, I'll take care of that. I got another plan.
Well, one way or the other, it's up to you to deliver the Randall Ranch.
That's exactly what I propose to do. Don't you hold a note of Glenn Randall's that'll be due in a few days?
Yes, but it has nothing to do with the ranch. Barely a mortgage on some cattle.
I don't want that note renewed.
Randall's been doing business with me for years. I can't very well turn him down.
You want his ranch, don't you? Randall is counting on an extension of that note. You've got to turn him down. You've got a lot of money invested in this project. Tell him you're short of cash. On account of the robbery. The man I sent over to the county seat just came back. This is my share of the Norris property. But I'm not going to send good money after bad.
All right. I'll tell Randall I can't renew the note.
Now you're talking. I should make you give me a receipt.
And I should have had you show me a marriage certificate.
Don't you worry about that.
Hello, Mr. Cassidy.
Hi, Mr. Crawford. Could I have a couple of minutes of your time?
Sure. Come in and sit down.
Thanks.
What's on your mind?
Well, it's about this bank holdup. Did anyone outside the bank know that Blanchard payroll was in the safe?
I don't think so. You see, it was only recently the Blanchard mine was thoroughly financed and operating in a large way. In fact, it's only the second payroll we've handled.
Is there anybody here in town connected with that mine in any way?
Yes, I believe Howard has a little stock.
Howard?
Yes, he took the stock for incorporating the company and acting as Blanchard's attorney.
Then he probably knew the money was in the safe.
Probably.
Have you had any large deposits here lately? That is, I mean, you don't generally carry large amounts of cash here, do you?
No. Why do you ask?
It's on account of Lucky. I'm just doing a little checking up.
Well, if you find out anything, let me know.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Crawford. Hey, Sheriff. Got any news?
No, I haven't. We just got back from Black Canyon. Dragged the river clean down to the dam, never got any trace of Lucky at all.
Are you sure you're after the right man?
Well, Taggart said he saw him coming out of the bank right after the explosion. He even took a shot at him.
He did. Say, ain't Taggart the fellow you arrested a few years ago for cattle rustling up near Los Altos?
Yeah, Howard got him off for that. He's reformed now.
Yeah? There was a killing in connection with that case, too, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. One of my deputies got ambushed up there.
If you don't mind, I think I'll do a little investigating around here.
Well, that's fine with me, Hoppy.
This is the quietest place I ever saw.
Yeah, that's the reason I brung you here. You want to hide out, don't you? There ain't nobody going to see you here.
Well, that suits me.
Stuffy in here. We ain't been out here for a couple of months.
Am I hungry? I could eat a half-baked wolf right now.
Go ahead and fix something. I'm a little mighty hungry myself.
What, me cook? I'm a guest here.
Guest? Why, you young whippersnapper. Here I am practically saving your life.
Well, anyway, if I cook, there wouldn't be any whiskers in the stew.
What's the matter with my whiskers?
Oh, nothing. I suppose it's because of your whiskers you never learned to cook.
Oh, is that so? Go on, get a bucket of water. I'll show you whether I can cook or not. Best dad-burned chuck-wagon cook in the whole state. Tell me I can't cook.
Hey, I just saw a couple of fellas going around with East Line House.
Who was it? That old windbag?
Yeah, and another fella.
Was he riding a white horse?
No, there wasn't no white horse.
All right. Go on back, and don't let anybody come near Lost Canyon. We're going to start Randall's cattle through that draw near his east line.
I guess I can scare him off all right.
Don't worry. He'll show up later.
I'm not worrying about Cal Howard, Dad. I've broken our engagement. He was entirely too bossy for me. Oh, I know you understand, Dad. You always have. Ever since I was a little tot.
Well, I've tried to, honey. Well, hello there, Cassidy.
Good evening, Mr. Randall. Good evening, Miss Agnew.
Well, this is a pleasure.
You know, we were just talking about you at dinner.
Is that so?
We lost our foreman today.
And we couldn't think of anybody better to take his place than you.
Well, that's mighty nice, but what happened to Taggart?
I don't know. He left this morning without saying anything.
Well, I sure would like to have this job, but I've got a few private matters to take care of first.
Oh, I think Dad could get along without you for a couple of days. Don't you think so, Dad?
I think so. What about Tuesday?
Tuesday? That's fine. Say, Mr. Randall, I came over to ask you a few personal questions, if you don't mind.
Why, not at all.
Has anyone made you an offer on your ranch lately?
Well, yes. Yes, syndicate. So Howard told me. Why do you ask?
Well, I understood that Crawford and Howard were buying up some property around here. I wonder if they'd made an offer on yours.
Crawford and Howard?
What would Howard be wanting with a ranch?
I didn't know Cal Howard was rich enough to be investing in ranches.
I didn't think so myself. Did he give any special reason why the syndicate wanted this property?
No. No, the ranch has always paid good money. Never occurred to me there could be any other reason.
Well, I suppose you wonder why I'm asking all these silly questions, but I can explain later, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Well, then I'll come to work Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, don't go. Why don't you stay and have some coffee?
Say, that's a mighty good idea.
Oh, I'd like that.
Hoppy.
Did he get you, Wendy?
No, my horse stumbled. Lazy old jughead.
What do you suppose he was shooting at you for?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. What are you doing here?
I'm just on the way over to the line shack to have a talk with you and Lucky.
Eh?
Say, I got some news for you.
What is it?
I'm gonna be your new foreman.
Yeah? Hot dog. Say, what happened to Tiger?
He quit.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, if you ask me.
You like him, huh?
Oh, yeah. Just like everybody else around here likes him, except Lawyer Howard.
Howard?
You see, this Tiger used to be a pretty tough hombre, and Howard got him out of a tight spot.
What kind of a tight spot?
Well, there was talk of murder.
Just what I thought. Oh, Mr. Randall.
Yes? I'm glad to see you, Cassidy. I'm afraid I'm going to be needing you sooner than I expected.
Well, I'm taking care of a little business here in town right now, but I can come out in the morning.
Well, that'll be all right. I've got to round up those last pedigreed cattle I bought.
Say, Mr. Randall, on account of a friend of mine, I've been doing a little checking up on this bank robbery. Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Why, not at all.
I understand that you borrowed the money from Crawford to pay for them cattle.
Yes, and he refused to renew my note when he knows I can't possibly raise the money to pay him by tomorrow. It's the first time he's ever refused me.
Did he suggest putting a mortgage on your ranch?
No. No, he said he had to have the cash. Well, I guess I lost my temper. I told him I couldn't possibly raise the money and that if he wanted the cattle, he'd have to send the sheriff after them.
Where are the cattle?
Principally down near the east line.
I'll be over at your ranch the first thing in the morning.
Well, I'd certainly appreciate that, Cassidy.
Well, what do you want?
What do you want with the Randall Ranch?
What business of yours is it?
I happen to be Mr. Randall's new foreman.
Well, you won't be long if I get the ranch.
But I'm going to see to it that you don't get it.
Say, listen to me. I happen to be the legal representative for an Eastern syndicate, and it's none of your business who wants the Randall Ranch.
But I'm going to make it some of my business. There are a lot of folks around here who'd like to know where you get your part of the money to pay for them ranches.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over that if I were you.
I haven't. But when I need money, I go to the bank to get it. In the daytime.
It was too bad your pal, Lucky Jenkins, didn't follow your example.
Lucky didn't rob that bank. He didn't need the money.
Still trying to prove Lucky was an angel with wings on, eh?
I bet you wish he did have wings. But he's very much alive and ready to identify the men that blew that safe.
Why don't you have the sheriff arrest them? While he's about it, I ought to have him arrest you, too. An accessory after the fact.
It's the accessory before the fact I'm after. And you're the only man in town that knew that Blanchard mine payroll was in the bank.
You're wasting your time. I spent that night at the mine.
A smart lawyer like you would have an alibi.
I'm afraid trying to connect me with a bank robbery is going to prove a pretty difficult job, Mr. Cassidy.
Connecting you with Taggart ain't going to be so difficult. And he's the man that claims he saw Lucky in the bank. Taggart would have swung before this if it hadn't been for you.
Say, I'm not interested in your theories. You're wasting my time. Get out.
I'll get out when I've got a full confession from you. Even if I have to wring your neck to get it.
I wouldn't try it if I was you.
You saw this man about to attack me.
I sure did.
You heard his threats?
Yep.
You know, being a detective isn't the healthiest job in the world. I'd advise you to give it up. You're getting away with a whole skin this time. But don't cross my path again. Now get out.
When you get ready to cut my trail, you'll find me at the Randall Ranch.
What did he mean by that?
That was a threat to let us know he'd be ready for us when we go after him.
When we go after him, we just missed the best chance we'll ever have.
He couldn't take a chance here. But he's got to be stopped.
What does he know?
Lucky Jenkins is alive. Cassidy knows he wasn't in that bank, and he knows you were.
Well, you got the money. I didn't, and you promised to protect me.
I can take care of Jenkins, and I can take care of a jury. But Cassidy's dynamite.
Yeah? Well, I can take care of him. And I'm starting right now.
Wait, you better get Joe. When you attend to Cassidy, get those blooded cattle of Randall's over into Lost Canyon.
We've already got them on the move.
All right, I want them off the Randall Ranch by noon tomorrow. Now get moving.
Everything all right, boss? Yeah. The boys are getting the cattle through without a hitch. Let's get going.
How is Lucky?
Oh, he's getting pretty lonesome out there.
There's no particular rush, Cassidy, but I think you better get the boys together and start rounding up those cattle.
Well, I'm just waiting for Miss Agnes to come back with my horse.
She's got to ride every new horse that comes on the place.
What are you doing out of that lion house? You know it ain't safe till I get you squared away.
Well, a gang of rustlers are driving off a bunch of Mr. Randall's cattle down on the east line.
Which herd is it?
Well, Wendy says it's a pedigree stock.
Where is Wendy?
He's up on the ledge, keeping a lookout.
We'll soon put a stop to this. Circle the ranch and tell all the boys to get over to the east border. Hurry it up. I've got to have a horse.
Here, you take mine. I'll saddle another and follow you.
Get over to the east line as quick as you can.
Hey, Joe, there comes Cassidy now. I'd know that white horse of his anywhere. This is the chance I've been waiting for. He'll be coming up right over there pretty soon.
Pretty long shot, ain't it?
Well, not too long, but not close enough for Cassidy to use any six-gun.
You don't take any chances, do you?
Not with him.
Well, if you don't get him, I will.
I ain't gonna miss.
You got him.
Yeah. Come on, let's get out of here.
That's my horse, Art. Somebody's took a shot at Miss Agnes. Go after him. Are you hurt bad, Miss Agnes?
No, I guess it could be worse.
We better have a look at it. Oh, that's not bad. It's just a scratch.
Why should anyone be shooting at me?
They probably thought it was me.
You?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let you ride that white horse.
But why?
We'll talk about that later. You think you can ride back to the house alone, all right?
Oh, yes.
You better get back and take care of that wound.
All right.
You ride this horse home. I'm sorry I can't go along with you, but there's some rustling over on the east line.
I can make it all right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Listen, Crawford, I've got some good news for you.
Yes?
We've got Randall over a barrel now.
What's happened?
He's rustling those cattle he's got mortgaged to you.
Why, he knows he can't get away with that.
Doesn't stop him from trying. I don't say he's trying to steal them. He'll hide them to prevent you foreclosing on them.
He was pretty angry when I refused to renew his note. I could put him in the penitentiary for hiding those cattle.
Sure you can, but you won't. You want to buy his ranch, don't you? Well, now he can't refuse you.
Say, we have got Randall over a barrel, haven't we, eh?
Hoppy, I'm sure glad you got here.
Where'd they drive them cattle?
Down into the Lost Canyon. Rustler's Valley, they used to call it.
I've sent Lucky to bring all the cowboys. You and Art wait here for them, and I'll go on.
We'll get there as soon as we can.
Say, Hank, as soon as you get these cattle hid, bring the boys back to the cabin.
I told Hoppy we'd follow him. Come on.
In another half hour, it'll take a magician to find those cattle.
Are you sure we can get away with this?
I haven't made a mistake yet, have I?
Well, I guess not. But you'd go pretty hard with me if you did. Rustling cattle and holding up banks is pretty serious.
It's not as serious as murder, and I got you out of that, didn't I?
You'll never forget that, do you?
Well, it wouldn't be healthy for you to forget it.
Hoppy's going to Rustler's Valley. I told him we'd follow him.
All right, let's get going.
No matter what happens, you stick to your story. Randall told you to drive those cattle off and hide them. That's all you know.
I guess you know what you're doing. But it's going to be pretty hard to convince anybody around here that Randall would rustle his own cattle.
Don't move. Your conversation was very interesting, but I didn't expect you to be sitting in on this game, Howard. Come on, get him up. Sit down. If you make a move, I'll drill both of you.
Well, how'd you get here so quick?
I took the shortcut down through the gully and went into Howard.
Yeah, well, Cassidy won't bother us anymore, eh, Taggart?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about? Well, the job you sent us out to do. We spotted him a mile away on that white horse of his. Taggart knocked him off 900 yards. Swell shot, Taggart.
Shut up! Well, I guess I heard all I need. Well, too bad your boys bungled your job. Now you are in a tough spot.
I didn't have anything to do with this.
That's a Randall outfit. We better head for the cabin. Let him have it.
Sit down.
We're in luck. The boys are back.
Yeah, but maybe the Randall outfit will be too much for us.
And bottle them up! I wonder where Cassidy is.
I don't know, but I sure wish he was here.
First time he was ever missing when things got hot.
You'll never tell your story to the sheriff now, Cassidy. My men will be here any minute.
Man, you sent a decoy this morning, but you'll never get out of this.
I don't think I'd send Miss Agnes out as a decoy.
Agnes?
Yeah, but it was only a scratch. Your bad man there don't take any chances. He must have shot him about a half a mile away.
You'll make a break for the cabin in a minute.
Once we get him in that cabin, we'll sure fix him.
I got an idea, Winnie. Come on, follow me.
Drop your gun.
Take your gun. They're closing in on us.
Pick him up.
Hey, what's this ID of yours?
Come on, you'll find out.
Oh, I ain't no mountain goat.
Get over on the other side.
Drop them guns on the table and don't move.
Hey, Wendy, it'll be easy through here.
What are you talking about? What'll be easy?
Look.
Now it's my turn. Never mind, boys, I'll take care of this. Now you go on over to that door and show yourself. And call your men off or I'll drill you full of holes. All right, get out there.
Hold your fire! That's Cassidy!
I know it was a good idea, Lucky. Come on.
Let me have your gun. Keep your boys here and watch that door. Come on, get on your feet.
Have you seen Cassidy anywhere?
He's inside.
Inside, jump in Jupiter. We kind of busted things up a little, didn't we?
Yeah, and you'd have saved us a lot of trouble if you'd have busted up a little bit more. Get the guns. Come on, get out of here. Come on.
Cover him.
All right, boys, head 'em for town. Turn 'em over to the sheriff. Go on.
Cassidy, that's mighty good work.
We got enough on that gang to send them to the pen for the rest of their lives.
You were in a tough spot, Cassidy.
Well, I should say I was in a tough spot. And if you ever find yourself in the same position, just send for Lucky and Windy and give them a big pile of rocks.
There's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
From over there, Hoppy. Sounds like trouble. Come on.
Hold it. We're heading for home, not looking for trouble.
Help me! Help! Hold that kid!
Much obliged. I'm Dan Morgan of the Crosby outfit. Get off that horse.
Wait a minute. What's the trouble?
I don't know if it's any of your business, mister, but the trouble's rustling. This kid and his Indian gang just ran off a herd of lazy elk beef.
That is a lie, senor. Those men were not my people.
Who were they then?
I don't know.
He's lying about it. We just saw him acting as lookout for them.
No, I was on my way to town. I heard the noise and stopped to watch. I swear to you.
Ah, stop your lying. Get him, Kane.
Stay where you are.
What's the idea? That kid's as dangerous as a rattlesnake.
Then why not let the law handle him? All you have to do is swear out a warrant and the marshal will do the rest.
That's fair enough, Dan. I guess you're right. You know, them ghost Indians been raiding us plenty lately. The marshal can tell you that.
What do you mean by ghost Indian?
Well, that's what we call them. Anybody ever gets a good look at them, they just hit and disappear back up in there somewhere.
Hey, what's this thing?
Well, that's mine. I picked it up after one of the Indian raids.
Well, that's a carved stone amulet.
They're always dropping stuff like that. In fact, that's how we know it's them that's causing all this trouble.
Well, why don't the ranchers go up and chase them out?
We tried that. That's rough country up in there. Every time we do, we lose a trail. Come on, hurry up, Kane.
Did you get that Indian kid?
No, we had him, but he got away. Anyway, he didn't get close enough to you boys to find out anything.
Well, that's good.
Just the same, we're going into town to keep an eye open.
No, don't care for the looks of that place. See, there's a fella, tell us. Hey, fella. Hey, where's the best place to eat around here?
Well, I don't know. I do my own cooking.
Oh. Say, let me give you a hand. No, I don't need any help. Oh, sure you do. It's kind of heavy. Oh, I'll get under it. There. Say, you ever make raspberry pie?
Best in the West.
You do, huh? Say,
Oh, you clumsy yak should drop that on my foot, and I think you done it on purpose.
What's going on?
He made me drop Doc Harmon's specimen case.
Doc Harmon?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I can swear it. If there's any damage done, the doctor's an old friend of mine.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Where is the doctor?
Oh, down the street there somewhere, checking on supplies.
Now I'll help.
Oh, come on. I'll be glad to see Doc Harmon again. I was on an expedition with him once.
You was, yeah? What does Doc Harmon do?
He's a famous archaeologist.
What?
Archaeologist. He studies ancient ruins.
You mean like,
Oh, no, not that kind of a ruin.
I'll bet the old fuddy-duddy's a ruin himself.
Everything checking, Dr. Harmon?
Thank you, Red. That's just fine. Hello, Mr. Cassidy. I'm Sue Harmon. Don't you remember me?
Oh, of course. I didn't recognize you at first.
I'm not a bit surprised. Nobody ever looks at an old fuddy-duddy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean Hoppy.
Oh, she'll forgive you. Won't you, Sue?
I really shouldn't.
Oh, Dr. Harmon, may I present my two friends? This is California Carlson and Lucky Jenkins.
How do you do?
Well, not a bit well so far.
Give him time. Give him time.
Where's your father?
Dad isn't with us. He hasn't been very well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You mean you're going on this expedition without him?
Well, it's quite important that this research work be completed at once.
But I thought you could look for relics anytime.
Ordinarily, yes, but this trip is different. You see, it may prove Dad's pet theory that the Talmic Indians we're searching for are actually the last of the Aztecs who were driven from Mexico by Cortez.
Well, I know, but couldn't you have waited?
Mm-mm. We must be the first ones to bring back the proof.
Oh, I see.
Oh, Dr. Atwood. I want you to meet Mr. Cassidy, an old friend of Dad's.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
Did you know about this expedition?
Why, no. We just happened to meet Miss Harmon and saw your wagon. Why do you ask?
Nothing, really. You see, we're a little proud of the historical discovery we expect to make, and we don't want anyone to beat us to it.
Ranching is my business, Dr. Atwood.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Jose! You finally got here. We were beginning to worry about you.
You going to be the guide, Jose?
Yes, senor. I take these good people to the ancient home of my tribe.
Oh, so you know Jose.
Senor Cassidy is my good friend. I owe him my life.
Well, where's that map you promised us?
It is here, Doctor.
Maybe it was because of Atwood's objections and attitude that I allowed Sue to persuade us to join her expedition. Anyway, next morning we were headed for Indian country.
over there is called Box, and the one east is Skull Canyon.
Skull Canyon? The name gives me the clue.
They're camped right in front of Box Canyon.
Good thing you got them lazy old cows up in there yesterday. Yeah, kind of a narrow squeak at that.
Well, they're still in East Meadow.
What? I told you never to leave any stock here but our own brand.
Well, I figured they'd be safe for a couple of days.
So we're stuck with them. And that Indian kid's still running loose. Maybe telling Cassidy.
Cassidy's with the expedition.
You don't say.
Right under our noses.
Yeah, right where them big bad ghost Indians can pick him off.
Hey, what are you doing here?
My grandfather, high priest of the Talmud, sends word that you must take these people away from here.
Well, you go back and tell him they're not doing any harm.
He says they come to plunder our ancient burial places.
Oh, he's wrong about that. These people are scientists. They're searching for history, not treasure.
I know, and I want my people to like the white man. But my grandfather...
I'd like to talk to him.
He's not far away. I will take you.
Good. I'll be back as soon as I get my horse.
Grandfather Zioli, this is Cassidy.
I come as a friend of your people.
The burial grounds of my people have been robbed many times.
Why should anyone do that?
It is our custom to bury our warrior's riches with him, his gold and precious ornaments, his favorite spear and dagger. There is great wealth in our high burial caves.
And it'll stay there as far as this expedition is concerned.
If Cassidy says it is so, you can believe him.
You can depend on it. There'll be no looting by us.
I pledge my life on it, Grandfather, by the sacred fire of Tlaken.
Now, wait a minute, Jose. That sounds pretty grim.
The oath has been given. It cannot be taken back. Come, Jose. We go in peace.
Get off my place, Atwood.
Want to have a talk with you, Morgan?
We ain't got nothing to talk about. Now get.
I just heard a rumor that some white men were posing as Indians and stealing cattle.
You hear a lot of things, but proving them something else.
Oh, there's proof enough, all right. I just left Hopalong Cassidy, and he's going in to see the U.S. Marshal about it in the morning.
Cassidy? Why, how can he? Move on over to the herd and take care of that job we were just talking about. You too, Clem. All right, now talk.
Morgan, you and your men are stealing cattle and blaming it on the Indians.
Go on.
Well, I hear you can hang for that.
Knowing all that, why'd you come over here?
I want you to see that I get up to the Indian caves first and alone. I have a map given to me by that Indian boy.
Oh, you want to be the first one to make those scientific discoveries, eh, Doctor?
Yes, it's quite an honor.
Honor? What else?
This.
Say, that's gold.
Yes, solid gold. If Dr. Harmon gets to the caves at the same time that I do, all the relics will go to the museum. But if I get there first...
Yeah, it'd be a shame for all that gold to be locked up in some musty old museum, wouldn't it, eh, Doctor?
What's an Indian ring? Get behind these rocks. Get that fire out. Funny looking war paint for an Indian to be wearing.
Grease with color.
Just when I thought they were white men. Listen. They're moving that lazy owl herd.
Yeah, too bad we're busy here.
So that's why they pulled this fake raid.
Mr. Cassidy. Where have you been? I was in my tent until the Indians set fire to it. I ran out and hid behind those rocks over there.
Your assistant has been killed.
Red killed? That settles it. Dr. Harmon, we're giving up the expedition for the time being. I refuse to let you take any more risks.
What do you think, Hoppy?
Oh, this hardly concerns Mr. Cassidy. You are my responsibility. We'll break camp at daylight and start back to town.
I think the doctor's right, Sue, but I wouldn't worry about it. You can make another try after things settle down.
I suggest we all get some rest if we can.
It's a good idea.
And I'm really grateful to you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Hoppy.
Good night, Sue.
Good night. It's a shame to see all their ambition ruined like this.
Yeah. You know, there's something funny going on here.
What you mean, Hoppy?
I saw him leave his tent before that raid started.
What?
So next morning found us still watching the camp.
Looks like they're getting ready to pull out.
Does. You know, I might have been wrong, but I thought Atwood was up to something. So did Sue.
You mean she knew?
Sure.
Now, darn it, what is this, a guessing game or something? She knowed what?
I told her I'd really leave him.
And I thought she was glad to get rid of me.
Oh, that could be.
Looks like a tie-up between Atwood and Morgan.
Bosom buddies.
Somebody leaving. There's the signal.
You guessed right. Morgan and Dr. Atwood just left together to go to the Indian caves.
Morgan raided this camp last night to get that herd through. He might have figured to get rid of us, too, or at least stop us.
Why is Dr. Atwood doing this? He's a scientist.
I'm afraid he's fallen for the temptation of getting rich. And remember, he can get to those caves much quicker through Morgan's property.
Maybe there's more solid gold up there, like the handle of this knife.
It's horrible. My father's reputation is at stake.
What's our next move, Hoppy?
I don't know, but I promised Jose there wouldn't be any looting. And there's not going to be.
Morgan's going to be dangerous to stop.
We can handle that another way. You stay here with Sue until California and I get back.
Right, Hoppy.
Just how are we going to handle this?
First of all, we got to find Jose.
We're supposed to find a cave around here somewhere.
What's the matter? Ain't that map right? Let me see it.
Who's that over there?
It's that Indian kid. He'll know the right trail. Go get him. Hey, you! Come back here!
There they are. Wonder what they shot at.
Maybe the rattler riz up and said, hi, you brother Morgan.
That was stupid, Morgan.
I'm running this. Come on, let's go and look further.
I wish we could have found Jose before they got this far up.
The white man has broken his oath. He has come to rob us.
There was some mistake.
I should not have listened to your friend Cassidy.
What has befallen my brother?
The white man, Cassidy, is coming to rob us.
Cassidy?
Cassidy is good. He will help us. Have no fear.
I give my oath by the sacred fire of Tlachan.
He knows not what he is saying.
The oath has been given. Only by the sacrifice of fire can he fulfill it.
But it is the man Cassidy who should pay for this treachery.
You are right, Tulu. I will go and bring this Cassidy here if it be the will of the gods.
Well, they're halfway up and they're still taking it easy. Keene's joined them now. They'll be starting up. You keep your eyes on them. I'm going to look for Jose.
If they get too close, give me 3 owl hoots, will you?
What kind of owl, Hoppy?
Stuffed. Zioli.
You are my prisoner, Cassidy. Wait up.
I'm your friend. I came to help your people.
Again you lie. Now kill me like you tried to kill my grandson, Jose.
Jose? Well, that's the shot I heard.
Finish your work, deceitful man.
Here's your knife if you don't believe me. White men are on their way up here. You must keep your people out of sight.
Hoppy! Hoppy, I hooted my head off and you didn't answer.
Well, you didn't hoot loud enough. What's going on?
They're all headed for a cave down there.
Yeah?
There they are, Hoppy.
Lucky and Sue are coming up. They'll run right into Morgan's men. Zioli, you?
Where'd he go?
Oh, I don't know. Never mind him now. I'm going down and see if I can stop Lucky and Sue. Stay here and keep your eyes open. I wish you hadn't started up here. There's going to be trouble.
Well, we had to bring you this.
A warrant for Morgan's arrest for holding up an expedition and murder.
The marshal made Lucky a deputy. Now all he has to do is serve it.
Well, he's down below, but he's got some men with him. That'll have to wait until we get you back where you belong. Come with me.
What of Cassidy?
We met and I was disgraced. If Cassidy spoke the truth, the great god Talakan would have decreed that I was to be the victor in our meeting.
But, Grandfather, the great god Talakan will protect us.
No, I have failed, and because of it, I will be the sacrifice to the fire pit.
You won't have to. I will bring this Cassidy to us at the hour of sacrifice. I swear it.
Get him up. Oh. Come back for your knife, huh?
No. Forgive me.
Forgive me.
I know who you are.
You do, huh?
The strong man, Cassidy.
Well, yeah, I might be, and then again I might. But who might you be?
A messenger sent to show you the treasure caves of my people, where you may become rich.
Yeah?
Come, I will lead you.
Well, now, doggone it, I ought to stay here, because I've got to keep a lookout. And
It is very close, and will take a short time. Come, great warrior.
Well... Jumping catfish.
We must hurry. The sun is near descending. I bring you Cassidy, O grandfather.
He is not Cassidy, this weak old man.
Weak old man? Now, wait a minute. I'll wrestle you any day.
This one is acceptable to Talakan. Get him ready.
Get me ready. Now, wait a minute. Get me ready. Now, wait. Wait. My project along with everything. Where is he?
Oh, I don't know. I left him right here. Here's his boot fragment. And he left here with an Indian.
Says he only blamed you for shooting Jose?
Yes, and that means we got to find him and quick.
You think they might try and take down in California?
That's just what I mean.
I had to trust to luck that Atwood and Morgan and his men wouldn't be able to follow our footprints.
Well, here's the horses. Yeah, they can't be very far. There's their tracks. Come on.
Well, these tracks lead through here.
Yoli.
On time, Lucky. We're not here to do you any harm, Zioli.
Cassidy, my good friend, at last you come.
Yes, I have, Jose. We've had a lot of misunderstandings, but we're going to try to straighten them out right now.
Crazy, come out here.
Dust off that warrant. There's your man. Go get him.
What about Morgan?
All right, my friend.
You are a very good friend of my people.
Yes, sir.
Here he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
Red Condors and I had been in the saddle since daybreak. We were still a half a dozen miles from our destination, the town of Los Pinos, down near the border. It was important that we get there. When the commanding officer back at Fort Defiance had sent for me and explained why 20 cases of stolen Army rifles and ammunition had to be recovered, we headed for Los Pinos. It had all begun 3 days ago. The shipment of rifles and ammunition on its way to Fort Defiance had been held up and hijacked not far from Los Pinos. The Army had reason to believe that the men who had done the hijacking were in the pay of Pablo Torres, a would-be Mexican revolutionist. With those guns in his hands, Torres would be able to take others, and there would be trouble on the border. But the Army believed that the guns were still hidden somewhere in the Los Pinos area, waiting for a chance to be smuggled across the Mexican border. It was my mission to help see to it that Pablo Torres never got those guns.
You buy the bill, Senora?
Oh, no, it cost a fortune to get one big enough to go around my middle.
Well, that is no problem. I sell you two. That's a wow.
Oh, Spinoza is not much of a place, Hoppy.
No, it isn't.
Can't see how we can find any excitement here.
Oh, not already. Listen, will you do me a favor?
Sure, anything you ask.
I know this is expecting an awful lot from you, but we're here on serious business. Will you please try to keep out of trouble?
Oh, you know I never mean to start things, Hoppy. It's just that I'm a good-natured guy and folks take advantage of it. You must have said that before.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're here, let's eat.
We're not going to do anything until after I've talked to Captain Sterling.
Who's he?
Oh, he's a fellow I met down before.
Hey, you! Hopalong Cassidy. Well, I ain't seen you for 10 years, and you ain't changed a bit.
Why, Mamie Taylor!
In the flesh.
I'd say.
Well, I guess I am a little big at that.
Mamie, this is my saddle pal, Red Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Red. Any friend of Hoppy's is a friend of mine.
Mamie used to sing at a dance hall over Arizona way.
Yeah, they used to call me the two-ton canary.
You really weigh that much?
Red, there's two things you never ask a woman. How much she weighs and how old she is. Say, Hoppy, what are you doing here in these parts?
I was just about to ask you the same question.
Well, I saved up my money, and about 5 years ago, I retired. Bought myself a little ranch a few miles out of town. And 6 months ago, what do you think? They elected me town marshal. And we're mighty proud of the way we've cleaned up Los Pinos.
Now I've seen everything. A woman town marshal parading around with a cap pistol on her hip. Wonder what she'd do if she ever had to use that.
Red, I've never known anyone that keeps asking for it as much as you do. Why, Mamie could take that gun and...
Hey, you, Daly.
Yeah? What do you want, Mamie?
You know there's a law against drinking on the streets in Los Pinos. That goes for you, too.
Yeah, I know.
See what I mean?
Come here, Daly.
That's what I call fair country shooting.
Mamie always was a good shot.
Man, my hat's off to you. If you just give me the word, I'll turn that young varmint Daly over my knee and spank him.
You're gonna do what to who, loudmouth?
Wait a minute, Red.
On your way, Daly.
You want to cut in on this deal?
Not unless I'm invited.
What's the matter? Yella?
That's an invitation.
I knew it. I knew that Cassidy would give you the lesson you've been needing. Break it up, folks. Break it up. It's just a friendly little argument. Daly here is my foreman out at the ranch. He isn't a bad guy. But when he's drinking, he gets a little too big for his britches. Now, you get along out to the ranch and behave yourself.
No hard feelings?
No, not right now.
Where you staying in town?
Oh, I don't know. Got any ideas?
Well, as long as you're in the neighborhood, why don't you and Red stay out my place? I got plenty of room.
Yeah, that's nice of you, Mamie. I don't know how busy we're going to be, but if we can make it, I'm not going to miss the chance of eating some more of that good home cooking of yours.
Be glad to have you any time, Hoppy. And you can't miss my place. Just follow the road straight ahead.
Good. If we can make it, we'll be there.
Hey, Red. Give us a hand.
Oh, Hoppy, she can cook. She can? Sure.
Well, what are you waiting for? So long, Hoppy.
Come on, Mamie.
You know, all in all, she's quite a gal, Hoppy.
I knew it.
Knew what?
I knew sooner or later you're going to fall for some woman.
Oh, now, Hoppy. Mamie?
Senor, you would like to buy the belts? No. They are hand-tooled and muy barato, very cheap.
¿Cuánto do they costa? How do you language Spanish, eh?
Is that what that was? Senor, mi amigo Red Connor says poco estupido.
I agree with you, Cassidy. I've been watching him. He does seem a little stupid.
Why, you tamale...
Wait a minute. This is Captain Lee Sterling, Criminal Investigation Division, U.S. Army. He's the man I was to meet.
Glad to know you.
Aren't you hungry?
I sure am, Hoppy.
Get yourself a cup of coffee. That's a great guy. How long you been in town?
Came here from the border station as soon as we got wind of the hijacking.
Learn anything new?
Positive the rifles are still on this side of the border. We've narrowed our search down to within a point of 10 miles from here.
Sounds like they could be hidden in one of those caves in Limestone Canyon.
I thought of that, too. There's hundreds of caves in the canyon. I only had time to check a few of them.
We'll check them all if we have to. Meanwhile, I suppose you got patrols and all the border crossings.
Most of them. But it'd take a whole army to patrol the entire border.
How many men have you got here in Los Pinos?
4. All in civilian clothes.
Good. Got any suspects?
Just one. A man who is known to have been friendly with Pablo Torres. He's got a prison record, did time in Leavenworth.
Who is he?
The gent you knocked down, Daly.
Daly? About Mamie Taylor.
We've checked carefully. Her record's as clean as a whistle.
Good. All right, I'll take these two.
Gracias, senor. Gracias.
¿Cuánto?
5 pesos.
Oh, no. Un peso.
Un peso.
That's better. Have your men ready to ride on a minute's notice. I'll be staying in Mamie Taylor's place. If anything comes up, I'll get word to you through there. Adios, amigo. Coffee, huh?
Oh, I was hungry.
Here's a little present for you.
You sure got the craziest people for friends.
I sure have. But I wouldn't trade any of you. Say, I've decided to accept Mamie's invitation to stay at her place so I can learn a little more about that foreman of hers.
How come Mamie likes you so much after all these years?
Oh, I did her a little favor once.
What was it?
Nothing. Besides, it's a long story. You'll probably hear all about it when you get out there anyhow. Mamie's quite a yacker. Come on, let's go.
Mamie! Those friends of yours from town are here.
Hi, Mamie.
Hi, Hoppy.
I found that we have to be around for a while, so if that invitation still goes...
You're more than welcome, Hoppy.
You got a nice place here.
I think so.
It looks like you had a good year for hay.
Best I've had so far. The boys just finished baling that batch yesterday. Getting a good price for it, too.
Good.
Well, you better come on in. You'll just have time to wash up before supper's ready.
We'll be in as soon as we take care of the horses. Well, Mamie, if anything, your cooking's better than it used to be.
You folks will excuse me. I got some chores to take care of. Got to get a load of hay out first thing in the morning.
Remember now, Daly, no drinking.
All right, Mamie.
You know, he don't seem at all like he did in town today.
Well, we had a little heart-to-heart talk when I got home. How about another piece of pie, Hoppy?
Oh, no, thanks.
How about you, Red?
Well, if you insist, just a little smidgen.
Now, that's the way I like to see people eat my cooking.
But I can't understand where he puts it all. Mamie, how long has Daly worked for you?
A little over 3 months.
From the looks of your ranch, he's done a pretty good job.
Well, outside of the fact that he's stubborn and drinks a little now and then, he turned out to be a pretty good gamble on my part.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, I knew when I hired him that he had a record and that he'd served time.
Oh?
But I kind of like to give people a second chance.
Oh, you always were that way. I remember over in Tucson how you used to mother the girls and take care of the sick.
Listen to the man talk. I remember a lot of things that he used to do for others. Why, if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't even be here today.
Oh, is that so?
I was singing in a dance hall in Tucson about 10 years ago. And one night a fire broke out in the place. And I was trapped in my dressing room, overcome by the smoke. Hoppy finds out that I'm in there, and he fought his way through that roaring fire to my dressing room and carried me out to safety.
What a job that must have been.
Well, if you're through patting me on the back, I'm going to get some sleep.
I'll be with you as soon as I finish the pie.
All right, Red.
I wish you could stop over for a while, Hoppy.
I don't know. It all depends.
Well, what with all my gabbing about the old days, you still haven't told me what you're doing here in this neighborhood.
Oh, we just...
But you heard about them Army guns being hijacked?
Sure, but that's not my department. I'm only the town marshal. That's a job for a government man.
What do you think me and Hoppy's doing here?
Well, I should have thought of that, Hoppy. Well, you can depend upon me to keep my mouth shut. Have you got any leads, any ideas?
No, not a thing. I'm up against a blank wall.
Well, if there's anything I can do.
If there's anything you can do, I'll call on you, Mamie. Good night.
Good night, Hoppy. You get yourself a good night's rest, and in the morning you can start looking around. Maybe the caves over in Limestone Canyon.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Good night, Mamie.
Good night.
Come on, Red.
Mamie, that was sure good pie. Good night.
Night, Red.
Red was in his usual good form, getting in about 15 snores a minute. But somehow tonight it didn't bother me. But what did was remembering the worried look on Mamie's face when Red dropped the news about my being on the gun running case. Make myself believe that Mamie was in on the deal. But I kept remembering the old saying. When a good sheepdog turns bad, he's worse than a wolf. But whatever had happened with Mamie, now I was sure that the guns were hidden on the ranch. And sooner or later, Daly would lead me to them. I had made up my mind to keep an eye on that bunkhouse till something developed. So I just sat and waited. I had kept watch all through the rest of the night, but there had been no further sign of Daly until just after daylight, when he had come out with his men to load the shipment of hay and send it on its way.
Red, come on, wake up, wake up. I was dreaming we was having the most wonderful fight.
Well, that dream's liable to come true before the day's over. Come on, get your clothes on. Now I know I'm on the right track. That's a small load of hay to be taken to market. And why the armed guard?
Morning, Hoppy.
Morning, Mamie.
Red?
Morning, Mamie.
Hope you slept well.
Ah, like a top. From the time I went to bed until just a few minutes ago when I got up.
Breakfast will be ready in 10 minutes.
Good. That'll just give us time to take care of the horses. Red, you better get the saddles on our horses. We may have to leave here in a hurry.
Where are we going?
I'm going to take a look around. I may not have to wait for Daly to make the first move. I'd given the inside of the barn a going over. There was nothing there that could give me a possible clue to the hiding place of the guns. But a few yards away from the back of the barn, a patch of freshly turned earth attracted my attention. I'd half expected to find the cases of rifles hidden under the turned earth. But what I did find was a sure clue that they had been hidden on the ranch. The piece of charred wood I held in my hand bore the imprint of the United States Army Arsenal at Rock Island. The dirt had been spread over the remains of a bonfire. Now the picture was clear in my mind. The stolen guns had been brought here, unpacked, and the cases burned. Then they had been repacked in the last place anyone would think of looking for them, in bales of hay. The rest of it formed a pattern. When Mamie had found out last night that I was acting for the Army, she had decided to take no chances and had immediately sent the rifles to a safer place until the hunt had cooled off. Then an innocent-looking load of hay could be sent across the border to Pablo Torres. Where those bales were now was the important question. Maybe I could trick Mamie into giving me a hint. Red, look at that platter of bacon and eggs. I see your boys hauled some hay away bright and early this morning.
Never mind the stalling. Get your hands up, both of you. Now back up. Now turn around.
What's the idea?
The idea is that I'm going to see that those rifles get through to Torres. I saw you poking around in what was left of the bonfire. Hoppy, how much did you find out?
Just about everything, Mamie.
I should have known you would. Daly!
Yeah, Mamie?
Cassidy's wise to us. You follow those rifles and see that they get across. I'll take care of Cassidy.
Follow the wagon. I'll catch up with you.
You might as well sit down and be comfortable, gentlemen. You're going to have a long wait.
I'm going to get my guns and go after those rifles, Mamie.
Please don't make me shoot you, Hoppy.
I'm gambling you won't shoot me in the back.
You win, Hoppy.
Hold it, Cassidy. Get your hands back up. You too. Don't try any tricks. Mamie will tell you I'm just about as good as she is with a gun. Don't you realize that you're letting down the people who are depending on you?
Besides giving up the blood money he's going to get from Torres.
But I wasn't going to take any of the money, Red.
Mamie was doing it just for the poor, downtrodden people of Sonora.
That's right, Hoppy. When Daly first brought Torres here, Torres convinced me that those guns were going to be used only in the interests of the poor people. He promised reforms. They'd have land, they'd have peace and prosperity.
You've been sold a bill of goods, Mamie. I've heard that line before. All would-be dictators use it. And as for Pablo Torres, I've known him for years. He's no patriot. He's a cold-blooded, ruthless killer willing to sacrifice anything or anybody for power. There have been dictators and would-be dictators before this, and there probably will be in the years to come. No matter what they call themselves, they all use the same lying promises to get control. Once they're in power, the only thing their people get is more poverty and more bloodshed. Don't you understand it, Mamie?
It's all very pretty, Cassidy. But Mamie and me ain't figuring on spending the rest of our lives in a federal penitentiary all on account of you. You're through talking.
Thanks for straightening me out, Hoppy. Get your guns.
Sure, Ed. Just where'd that wagon go?
Along the Los Pinos Road. By now they should be within a half hour of the border.
Maybe there's still time to catch them. Come on, Red. Rifles are in a wagon headed for the border. wagon and the rifles were within a mile of the dry wash that marked the border. Once into that dry wash, regulations and red tape would prevent us following further, and the rifles would be in Pablo Torres's hands.
Hey, Hoppy.
Yeah?
We didn't need to hurry. We still had 12 feet to go.
All right, boys, let's head back for town. And it's only the bigness of Mamie's heart that made her make the mistake. She's been a big help to us. Shall we give her the break?
Since it's you who's asking, Hoppy, use your own judgment. I'll back it up.
Thanks, Lee.
It's all right, Hoppy.
All right, Hoppy, put 'em on. I'm ready to take what's coming to me.
You have any further instructions for me, Captain Sterling?
None, Cassidy. Since the rifles are on their way to Fort Defiance under convoy and my prisoners will soon be behind bars, I'll report your mission as accomplished. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Well, Mamie, you heard what the man said. Now you head for home, and nobody'll ever know anything about your part in this deal.
Bless you, Hoppy. I'll never make the same mistake again.
I know you won't. The next time I'm down this way, I'll stop in and say hello.
And there'll be a place for you in my house, as well as in my heart. Goodbye, Hoppy.
Goodbye, Mame.
Good luck.
Good luck to you. Well, you had enough excitement for one day?
Well, I didn't care so much for the first 23 hours, but that last hour was sure a corker. I wish it was just beginning.
I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. Sooner or later, you'll do something the hard way, and we'll be in it up to our necks all over again.
You think so?
How can we miss? Let's head for the Mark 20.
On his way down the moonlit trail to where cowboys stray. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then. Hopalong Cassidy, so